Welcome to another quick training tutorial. Now in this training tutorial, I'm going to give you a brief overview on how to break down the Privacy Guard credit report. Now this doesn't matter whether you are trying to fix your own credit or you are a credit repair company and you are repairing someone else's credit. Now if you're a credit repair company, it's best that you go over this with your customer so they can tell you what's wrong with the credit report. And if you are repairing your own credit, of course, you can review it yourself. Again, like I said, whenever you're breaking down a credit report, the first thing you want to do is look at the very top of the credit report. And you can't see it here, but you want to look at the very top and you want to look at the personal information. And you want to make sure all the personal information is correct. First name, last name, date of birth, partial social, your prior home addresses, your prior employers. You want to make sure that information is correct. If it's not, you want to go ahead and send out a dispute letter challenging the personal information, and you want to get that correct. All right. You don't want the credit bureau to confuse you with other consumers with similar names and a similar address. So that's why we want to make sure that that part is accurate. So again, whenever you're looking at the Privacy Guard credit report, you want to go line by line. So we start with account name. You look at this city credit union, then you got city employee credit. So again, this is all wrong. So that's a dispute. This is all wrong. It needs to be 100% accurate. The reporting needs to be 100% accurate, okay? All right, so again, here we got a secured credit card, revolving terms, then we got revolving option, revolving account. Okay, that's okay. Open. Okay, so we got monthly payment, $15. Date open, we want to check that. Okay, that looks okay. Balance here, 1,444, 1,400. Okay, that looks okay. So we got revolving terms. And then we got minimum. So we got a problem there. We're going to jot that down. High balance. We got a high balance here, but no high balance here and a high balance there. So we got a problem here with Equifax. So we have limit 300, that's fine. Past due. Okay. So look at this. We got past due 45, but TransUnion is 60. So that's another problem. So every credit report, you're going to find issues with the credit report. And that's why it's very important for you to understand how to break these credit reports down. And I want you to write every problem that you find with the credit report. I want you to write it down because you're going to dispute that with the credit bureaus, and you're going to make sure the credit bureaus and the creditors and collectors are reporting 100% accurate on your credit report or your customer's credit report. Okay, that's your right. Okay, payment status past due 90 days, not more than 4 payments past due, 120 days. See, so this one is 120 days. This is 90 days, and look at this. So we got another problem here. It's inconsistent. And then you want to check here and you want to ask yourself, were you really late here? And you want to ask your customer, were you really late here, or did you send your payment and then the creditor didn't properly post the payment? So you can challenge this information if the customer provides you with explanations or their argument based on, why this information is late. So you go down here, you do the same exact thing. You go line by line to break this down. Okay, so obviously Experian, this credit systems is just on Experian. So let's see here. You want to check to see if this account is yours. You want to check to see if the status is closed or should it be open. You want to check this balance. Is this balance correct, or are they reporting the wrong balance? And then the same thing with past due. Is that correct? Again, you want to check here. The payment history is key derogatory. Basically means that it was negative. It's derogatory, but Privacy Guard doesn't do a good job of explaining exactly what this means. And even if you click on a legend, it'll say key derogatory, but what does that mean? Does that mean they were late? They were 20 days late? What does that mean exactly? So if you want to know what that means exactly, I advise you to call Privacy Guard up and ask them what does key derogatory mean? So breaking down, whether you're breaking down the Experian credit report, the TransUnion credit report, the Equifax, the credit check total, identity IQ, or the Privacy Guard, is pretty much still the same. You want to look for problems with the credit report. If it's your credit report, you know the issues, you know what kind of credit you have, so you want to make sure that it's reporting correctly. If it's your customers, you want to make sure that you are screen sharing with the customer, or at least you have a copy of the credit report in front of you as you're breaking this down with the customer so they can tell you exactly what's wrong with these credit reports. Never go blind on a credit report. Never start disputing. If you're a credit repair company, never start disputing on behalf of your customer without consulting with your customer based on the problems on the credit report, because you will be disputing blind and deceptive, and you don't want to do that. We always want to stick with factual disputing, and we want to stick with the facts. All right, so that's going to complete our quick training tutorial on how to break down the Privacy Guard credit report.